I'm a single voice, and I
will be heard.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Alyse Nelson. I'm President and CEO of Vital Voices Global Partnership. Welcome to our 7th annual Voices of Solidarity Awards. For the last 23 years, Vital Voices has been investing in women leaders to improve the world, like the women that you just saw on the screen. And it's become abundantly clear that if we really want to advance 51% of the population, we've really got to engage the other 49%. When I look around this room tonight, I see so many incredible male allies in this fight, and I thank you. I particularly want to thank the Solidarity Council, who I know met earlier today. If I could just take a moment to ask each of you to stand, our Solidarity Council. Gary, get it going. Thank you so much for your partnership and your leadership. You know, the rest of the world is waking up to the fact that gender-based violence is a universal problem that requires universal action. We now have more data than ever before. And what it tells us definitively is that violence against women, gender-based violence, cuts across every single line that divides us. Culture, race, religion, socioeconomic background, geography, all of it. And what that tells us is that what we are dealing with at its root is the idea that women and girls are somehow less than. The only way that violence against women will end is when we overcome prejudice, sexism, and misogyny. And we can only do that with men like tonight's honorees. One thing that's changed since we began our work more than 2 decades ago is that we now have a greater sense of just how broad and holistic our approach needs to be. It's as though we understand that, we can't just partner with men, although they are extraordinary allies, but we have to make the circle much broader. We need to engage those who defy gender norms, because the LGBTQI community is increasingly under attack. And we need to sound the alarm on violence against our girls. We've got to start younger with education and prevention, because we're seeing this troubling rise in violence against teenage girls in dating relationships. In fact, research tells us that young women 16 to 25 are much more likely to face intimate partner violence than any other age group. It's not just about changing laws. That will never be enough. We need to change our ideas about men and women, girls and boys. With your good help, and the men that we will honor tonight, I know that we are well on our way. I want to take a moment to thank our hosts tonight, Diane von Fustenberg and Barry Diller. Diane is really the patron saint of Vital Voices. Diane, thank you for always never missing an opportunity to use your voice and your platform to raise these issues and the women leaders that we work with around the world. Thank you. And to our extraordinary New York Council, none of this would be possible without your great support. And I want to acknowledge this evening's sponsors. Francois-Henri Pinault, thank you. Aiken Gump, Tia Barancic, Kristen Campbell, Comcast NBC Universal, Franklin McClarty and McClarty Diversified Holdings, and Betsy and Mark Pritchard. And I must say, I'm truly honored to have in the house tonight a true icon in our movement, Miss Gloria Steinem. Gloria, 25 years ago, you inspired this then younger woman to get on a plane halfway around the world and then dedicate her life to women's issues. And you have inspired millions more. So thank you for your work and for being here tonight. And now, to present our first award, another woman who was there in Beijing. In fact, I met her in the youth tent, which I actually thought was a place that was going to be offering childcare. But no, it was where I, as under 30 at the time, needed to be. So, our fabulous board member, longtime supporter of Vital Voices, actress, activist, the incomparable Sally Field.